Hello and welcome everyone to this session where we are going to be taking the entire understanding of the week and find out how we really need to get into the thick of market action. Well, we have seen that the markets have not really been kind to us, but then what we are really seeing at the last week's session is that markets had hit some resistance zones and we are looking at some kind of reaction. और उस रिएक्शन के बारे में मैं हर YouTube वीडियो में डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ एंड आल्सो इन द लास्ट वीकेंड एनालिसिस हमने डिस्कस किया था कि मार्केट्स एक रेजिस्टेंस पर पहुंच चुका है और वहां से एक पुलबैक आने की संभावना है एंड दैट्स व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैज हैपेंड। और आज हम देखेंगे कि इस करंट सिनेरियो में मार्केट को कैसे देखना है और क्या लेवल्स जो बन रहे हैं उससे हम काम कैसे करेंगे। ऑलराइट, दैट्स गोइंग टू बी द एजेंडा फॉर टुडे। And as we get into the thick of market action, first let's go and take a look at Nifty and Bank Nifty. All right, and then I will take you through a process where you will get to know exactly how you can do some shortlisting process, and then we will finalize some potential stocks which are there as part of this weekly price action, and let's see how it rolls out. So whatever stocks which we are going to discuss today are a potential one. What really needs to happen during the week is some action to emerge from there, and then you need to take suitable action. All right. So what we are going to do is only 50% of the groundwork. Then we will have to move ahead, and as the week unfolds, we will be seeing exactly कि क्या price के movements आ रहे हैं, क्या triggers आ रहे हैं और उसमें क्या action हो रहा है. But एक काम हमारा हो जाएगा कि शॉर्ट लिस्टिंग हो जाएंगे थोड़े स्टॉक्स के और उस स्टॉक्स पर जो भी मूवमेंट आते हैं उस प्रकार आप काम कर सकते हैं। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड एंड बिफोर आई बिगिन could you all give me an audio video check? You can type AB on the chat, you can, and also give me my favorite I am ready. All right, so let me have it on the chat so that I know that I'm loud and clear and we are good to go. Right. So we are going to start with getting an understanding of the entire Nifty setup. Okay, we're going to get an idea of the entire Nifty setup. So first up, all right, first up, let's go into the stock analyzer page. All right, let's go into the stock analyzer page and find out what is Nifty going to tell us and what is exactly Nifty telling us. And let's get a clue from the entire page so that we get an idea of market action. So let me just share my screen with you, and once you take a look at the screen which is being shared right now, you can see here that currently the way the Nifty is positioned. Okay, currently the way the Nifty is positioned, it definitely tells us that Nifty has not been moving along as expected. Okay, so Nifty has not been moving along as expected, and as a result what you are seeing right now, okay, what you are seeing right now on the Nifty is a sideways drift on the intraday. Right, on the intraday you are experiencing some selling pressure. Right, you're experiencing some selling pressure on the intraday. That's what we have seen. And when you take a look at the overall positioning, okay, till now we never had a negative outlook as far as the candlestick is concerned, but now what you're having here is a negative score in the intraday, and multi-day और positional में जो bullishness था वो फिलहाल अब कम होते आ रहा है। उसका मतलब यही है, okay, उसका मतलब यही है कि यहाँ पर एक सेलिंग प्रेशर आ रही है और उसकी वजह से you are seeing this kind of scenario, right? And also when you take a look at the option data, okay, when you take a look at the option data, it is clearly signaling that there is some pressure in Nifty more than Bank Nifty. We'll come to Bank Nifty a little later, but first हम लोग Nifty को understand करने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो यहाँ पर हमें दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पर जो bear score जो है इंट्राडे बेसिस पे बेयर स्कोर जो है it is gone up. So what does that mean? When the Ichimoku bear score is up, it is clearly indicating that intraday possibilities are emerging as a sell, and also the multi-day is also slowly shifting into a sell. However, the positional is still retaining some positivity. Yani, if you are going to see it over a couple of weeks. So this is the overall positioning which I am getting from the stock analyzer page when I'm analyzing Nifty, right? So now if I want to go ahead and take a look at what kind of signals are in, okay, Nifty में क्या type के signals आ रहे हैं, तो अब आप देखेंगे कि short signals ज़्यादा बन रहे हैं. There is also a STBT out here in terms of a short position. So essentially, यहाँ पर long signals are coming down, and that essentially means that the bullishness in Nifty is now come to a halt. Yes, will it resume? Maybe. And when you take a look at the overall movement, and when you take a look at the what the prices have done, the prices have actually gone and dipped into a support region which is around the 18,500 to 18,600 zone. वो सपोर्ट जोन जो है उसके बारे में मैं काफी सारे वीडियोस में जिक्र कर रहा हूं कि वो एक इंपॉर्टेंट जोन है. वहां पर गैप सपोर्ट भी आ रहा है, वहां पर वैल्यू एरिया सपोर्ट भी आ रहा है. तो दैट जोन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज वी आर हेडिंग इनटू द नेक्स्ट वीक. सो अगर नेक्स्ट वीक में बुलिशनेस बरकरार रखना है तो 18,500 के लेवल्स काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और उस स्तर पर अगर वहां से आप देखेंगे कि 500 600 के जोन से कल निफ्टी में थोड़ी उछाल आई, और अब भी मैं मानकर चल रहा हूं कि अगर आपको बुलिशनेस, आपका बुलिश बायस है, तो बुलिश बायस को जरूर 18,500 के आगे छोड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि 18,500 के नीचे ज्यादातर आपको 18,300 ही देखने मिलेगा. So the whole objective is that around 18,300 you are going to get the next level of support. So there are two support zones here, or demand zones, you can say it anything, demand zone, supplies, and buy zone. So that is going to be the levels here. So now if you're going to take a look at the levels which are emerging on the table, okay, so let's go and find out what are the levels which are emerging on the table and what action can be taken on them. So if you go and take a look at the current zones, okay, if you take a look at the current zones, 18,500 is continuing to remain as an important confluence. So यहाँ पर आपको दिख रहा है कि multi-day and positional. So 18,500 is emerging as a one important confluence here on the multi-day and the positional. On the intraday basis, okay, on the intraday basis, the pivot is at 18,400, while currently Nifty is at 8,500. So this is the Nifty spot which I'm referring to. So Nifty spot is exactly, okay, it's between your pivot and R1 at the moment. So now if markets have to move about, right, so you can see here that currently what you are seeing right now, okay, you are seeing that this is a important area to watch out for. Okay, so we have to see now how to action them. You can see here these are two levels which we need to consider, and at higher levels you are having 18,800. Okay, 18,800 is a important confluence zone. So 18,800, you can see here 18,841, 18,861, which is your multi-day, and this is 18,800. So 18,800 to 18,850, we had first 19,050 as a confluence zone, और अब 18,800 और 18,850. So 18,800 to 18,850 हमारा सप्लाई जोन होगा. ओके, हमारा सप्लाई जोन होगा अराउंड 1800 टू 18,850. हमारा फर्स्ट डिमांड जोन होगा अराउंड 18,500. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डिमांड जोन आ रहा है अराउंड 18,300. ऑलराइट, सो ये लेवल्स जो है इंपॉर्टेंट लेवल्स है जिसे आपको देखना पड़ेगा, राइट, because what I am finding is that the markets are currently having a challenge to retain the bullish sentiment. So having said that, okay, having said that, what we have to do as traders in the coming week, all right, what do we have to do? You can see here that as you are going to head into the coming week. Now, what you see here, you are noticing that this current scenario, your R1 is a important level, right? You can see here that this is your level of 18,645. Then you have got a level of 18,665. So now as a trader, as an intraday trader, let me talk as an intraday trader. So this assumes a lot of importance. So now if you're going to go for a small run, your first step, okay, your first step will be 18,650. So on the upside, you have got 18,650 as the first step. Then you have got 18,800. So you got a 150 point difference here. So from the current zone, you have got 150 points as your first target. From there on, you have got 150 points further as your second target. So these are the levels which I am drawing for the week. All right. So now I have spoken to you about 18,300 considering the next level of support. However, from the table, right, I am arriving at some confluence zones which is around 18,200, which I can see as your 18,150 is emerging here as one zone which is tying up with this. So 18,150 to 200 could be your next level of support. So what we have to do at the end of the week is map out all these levels, right? Map out all these levels and note it down so that when the trade emerges, when the price move emerges, we are not caught napping. Jayse, the prices dipped down into a very good support region on Friday, and what happened thereafter was a very strong rebound. So as an intraday player, आपके लिए काफी important movement आया और as an intraday player you could have taken advantage. But then advantage लेने के लिए आपको पहले levels identify करने पड़ेंगे और उस levels को mark करने पड़ेंगे आपके setups पे so that you can find out. And that's what we are doing here. When you know these levels are emerging, then your job becomes easier. That's the whole idea of participation. All right, so we are now done with the Nifty here. Now let's quickly go into the next section and find out what does Bank Nifty have to tell us. So as you go into the Bank Nifty, right, we know that even the Bank Nifty is having a challenge at around 43,500 is emerging as an important zone in Bank Nifty, while 18,600 is an important zone in Nifty. So all these two zones have to be well observed because that's going to be the challenge for the coming days. Now, when you go and take a look at Bank Nifty, right, you can see here that Bank Nifty somehow is still able to maintain some bit of positivity, largely due to the strong surge which we saw on the RBI event day, right? So post the RBI policy, the strong surge which we saw in Bank Nifty was quickly nullified, right? जो bullish move हमने देखा वो quickly erase हो गया on Friday, but nevertheless what it has done to the price is एक थोड़ा सा हल्का सा एक बुलिश टिंज दे दिया है ओवरऑल मार्केट को, स्पेशली द बैंक निफ्टी. सो बट बैंक निफ्टी में अभी भी मैं मानकर चल रहा हूं कि जब तक 44,000 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग नहीं आएगी इस प्रकार का हल्का सा मूवमेंट आपको देखने मिलेगा, बट देन इट विल नॉट बी इनफ फॉर डूइंग अ मल्टी डे ट्रेड. सो till that happens, Bank Nifty moves will largely be a intraday play. So intraday play on the long side, intraday play on the short side. But then Bank Nifty is still giving you both the possibilities. But when you take a look at the setup here, you can see here that यहाँ पे the bullish scores are very much on the positive side. So what does this indicate? This indicates that अभी भी Bank Nifty में bullishness बरकरार है. अगर आप price action को देखेंगे, there has been a steady rise since October, right? More than so many trading sessions, Bank Nifty has been making a higher high. Yes, बीच में रुकावट है, बीच में कभी small body candles भी आते हैं, बट दैट डजंट मैटर. व्हाट मैटर्स इज दैट द ओवरऑल मूवमेंट जो है अभी भी बुलिश है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट द स्कोर्स आर रिफ्लेक्टिंग. एंड एज लॉन्ग एज द स्कोर्स आर रिफ्लेक्टिंग एंड इफ यू आर एन इंडेक्स प्लेयर, तो आपको बैंक निफ्टी पर ही ध्यान देना है. और इसके लिए मैं कहते रहता हूं कि बैंक निफ्टी का जो मूवमेंट है वो काफी बढ़िया है. और अगर आपने मेरा वीडियो देखा होगा, आई डन अ वीडियो ऑन हाउ टू डू द बैंक निफ्टी एनालिसिस, and in that video I had done a detailed approach on how to do it. The approach which I do every day is consistent. So once you start observing those kind of processes, आपका मार्केट पार्टिसिपेशन काफी आसान हो जाएगा. ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स, हैविंग सेड दैट, लेट्स सी हियर नाउ व्हाट बैंक निफ्टी इज टेलिंग अस. सो अगेन इन कॉन्ट्रेरियन टू निफ्टी, यहाँ पर थोड़े लॉन्ग पोजीशंस अभी भी बन रहे हैं. एंड यू कैन सी हियर, राइट, यू कैन सी हियर दैट यहाँ पर लॉन्ग पोजीशन है ऑन this one on intraday, multi-day and positional, right? So what does this indicate? It indicates that the bank nifty is a strong move. So let me just share with you where you, for those who have missed that video, all you have to do is visit our channel, our YouTube channel. All right, you can visit our YouTube channel and find out. How many of you have visited our YouTube channel? Right, you can go and visit our YouTube channel and get to know. Let me just share with you. All right, let me just share with you on where exactly you can find these setups. All right, and so that you can also be aware. So this is our YouTube channel. So let me just share. For those who are not yet part of our YouTube channel, you can go right away and be part of this fantastic setup. You can go here, and those who are not yet joined the YouTube channel, you can go and join this YouTube channel right away and give me a yes on the chat so that I can move ahead. Here you can see here that we have been putting a lot of videos. This is the video which I'm talking about, where I spoke about Bank Nifty. I did an analysis and I said why there is a potential for Bank Nifty to do better. And on that day, on the expiry day, we saw a very, very strong move. And you can see here, we have given all kinds of detailed understanding, strategies, and various concepts are being discussed here, so that you as a market participant, we will get lot of information about various interesting ways to look at the market. Right, so you can subscribe to this, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get notified about every video which we put, because we are here to empower your learning. Right, we are here to empower your learning, and all you have to do is go to this channel and find out. And in every video, whenever I'm doing the market analysis, right, I go about doing it in a similar manner so that आपको पता चले कि हो क्या रहा है और उसमें काम कैसे करते हैं. अगर सेम प्रोसीजर आप दो, इफ यू डू इट एवरी डे, रोज आप उसको दोहराएंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली योर माइंड विल स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अलोंग द सेम लाइंस. राइट, इफ यू वांट टू नो एंड विजिट देम, यू कैन गो हियर एंड यू कैन चेक आउट whenever the views have been discussed about the markets right at the start of the day. You will be able to know exactly what you need to do, right? So now when you go here, okay, now when you go and check out the Nifty views, you will know exactly how I'm going about, and this procedure is similar to what I'm discussing now. Now what I'm discussing is I'm discussing for the entire week. Okay, I'm discussing for the entire week. Right, so let me now once again go back and show you कि अभी हमारा एक्शन पॉइंट क्या होगा. ओके, अभी हमको देखना है कि हमारा एक्शन पॉइंट क्या होगा. सो हमारा एक्शन पॉइंट जो है, हमारा एक्शन पॉइंट हमेशा अगर बुलिशनेस की तरफ है, सो इट विल बी अबव R1. अगर बेरिशनेस की तरफ है तो इट विल बी बिलो S1. ओके, सो ये दो चीजें आपको ध्यान रखना है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट. So now, having said that, what I'm observing here, okay, what I'm observing here is that there is a similarity at R1 of intraday and R1 of multi-day. So as we begin the week, okay, as we begin the week, these are some levels which I am getting. ओके तो अगर मुझे मार्केट में पार्टिसिपेट करना है तो मेरा फर्स्ट लेवल जो होगा, फर्स्ट सप्लाई जोन जो होगा वो ये होगा. तो इफ आई एम गोइंग टू पार्टिसिपेट ऑन इन बैंक निफ्टी, there will be a quick trade till this point. All right, I hope all of you are getting it. Then what I'll do is I will check out for the next supply zone. So next supply zone is emerging at this level. Yes, so you can see here this is the bank nifty spot price, and you can see that at this level around 44,030 से लेके 44,100, like I said 44,000 के ऊपर closing जरूरी है. So you will see here the boxes which are drawn in this blue color are the second supply zone. So now we have got two supply zones identified at the start of the week, right? So we have got two supply zones identified at the start of the week, so which makes it very good for us as a trader. Now when you're going to go into the market and when you're going to plan your trading, if the levels are there, it's just like in a football match. If you don't know where is the opposite person's midfielder or striker, so what will happen is you will end up passing the ball to the wrong person. In the same way, whenever you are going to go into the market, आपको पता रहना चाहिए कि levels कहाँ बन रहे हैं, and for that no other page better than this particular page where you get to know all the levels. And that's why I'm spending some time to ensure that you get a good understanding of the same. All right, तो ये अभी ऊपर के लेवल्स हो गए. अभी हमें देखना है कि नीचे के लेवल्स क्या बन रहे हैं, और नीचे के लेवल्स है, पहला तो आपका S1 हो गया यहाँ पे. दिस इज योर S1, and what you are seeing here, okay, what you are seeing here as far as the S1 is concerned is that now your S1 is closely linked to your pivot, and your pivot is closely linked to your R1 of the multi-day. So this is the linkage which we are having. So 43,430, okay, 43,430 is a important support zone. All right, 43,430 is an important support zone. And when you take a look at the markets maximum pain point, वो भी कुछ इसी लेवल पर बन रहे हैं. तो अभी हमें देखना है कि अगर हमें मार्केट्स में काम करना हो तो 43,400 on the lower side, okay, 43,400 on the lower side has to be held. All right, 43,400 on the lower side has to be held. Otherwise, the next stop, all right, the next stop is emerging only at around 43,000. All right, so there is a big gap there. So we got to wait and watch as to what the market is going to do, and that's how we need to take action. All right, I hope all of you are now clear with Nifty and Bank Nifty, because these are some important levels which we are getting. We have identified the support zones, we have identified the supply zones. So demand zone, supply zone of Nifty and Bank Nifty are now clear with us.